Ahoj! Vítejte na mém kanále Czech by Zuzka, kde vám pomocí angličtiny vysvětluju českou gramatiku. In today's video, I am going to introduce 14 verbs which can seem challenging to use in a sentence because the way they are conjugated, but I'm going to show you how to conjugate them. The first group of the verbs is going to finish with CT, and all these verbs are conjugated in the same way. They have the same endings, but there is a slight change in them. The first verb that I'm going to show you is mått, which means can. And I'm sure you know this verb. I'm going to give you the form for já person in present, which is můžu. So there is můžu. And for past is mohla jsem or mohl jsem. I could. Now let me give you an example. Už můžeš. Už můžeš means you can, but we also use it in a way I'm ready. Like for example, when I'm not ready to do something, I will say počkej. Už můžeš. Už můžeš. Now you can. Now I'm ready. This video is going to be pretty quick. I will not give you all the conjugation of all the pronouns, but if you're interested in learning more about this, you can visit my website czechbyzuzka.com, where you will be able to read this article about this topic. The next verb is pomoct, which is to help. In já form it is pomůžu, the same just like můžu, pomůžu, I will help. Pomohla jsem or pomohl jsem, I helped. Pomůžeš mi s tím, will you help me with that? Pomůžeš mi s tím. Next verb you probably know as well. Říct, which is to say or tell. Já řeknu, I will say or I'll tell. Řekl jsem, řekla jsem, I said. Nikomu neřeknu ani slovo. I won't say a word to anybody. Nikomu neřeknu ani slovo. Nikomu neřeknu ani slovo. Next verb is clothed. And I bet you haven't heard this one. Clothed means to beat, as in a heartbeat or a pound. It's mostly related to a heartbeat or a pounding sound. Já tluču, I am beating or pounding. Tloukl jsem, tloukla jsem for past. And a good example is srdce mi tluče jako o závod. My heart's beating very wildly. My heart is racing. Srdce mi tluče jako o závod. Péct means to bake. Já peču, I'm baking. Pekl jsem, pekla jsem, I baked. O víkendu jsem pekla. I baked at the weekend. O víkendu jsem pekla. Another verb is téct, which is to flow. When the liquid flows. And for já person is já teču, something that we probably wouldn't use so much, but that's for the já person. Teču, tekl jsem, tekla jsem. Neteče teplá voda. There is no hot water. Literally the hot water is not running. Neteče teplá voda. A tady teče malý potůček. And a very similar verb, utéct, which is the same except we add u. Utéct means to run away. Já uteču, I will run away. Utekla jsem, utekl jsem, I ran away. Mně neutečeš. You won't get away from me. You won't run away from me. Mně neutečeš. The second batch of verbs finishes with st, but they are also conjugated in the same way. Our first verb is nést, which means to carry in your hands. Nést. Já nesu, I am carrying. Já nesu. Nesl jsem, nesla jsem, I carried. Nesu ti dobré zprávy. I'm bringing good news to you. Nesu ti dobré zprávy. Třást se. Třást se means to shake or shiver. Třesu se, I am shaking. Třásl jsem se, třásla jsem se, I shivered. And you can say, třesu se zimou. I'm shaking, I'm shivering with cold. Třesu se zimou. Can you hear the sound in there? Třesu se zimou. Vést means to lead or to go somewhere. You say, já vedu, I lead. Vedla jsem, I led, or I was leading. If you're looking for solutions and you come up with one and then you find out it's not gonna take you anywhere, you can say, tohle nikam nevede. Tohle nikam nevede literally means this does not lead anywhere. And you can also use it literally like, tohle nikam nevede. Tahle cesta nikam nevede. This way is not leading anywhere. So really good one. Tohle nikam nevede. Krást means to steal. Já kradu, I steal. Kradl jsem, I stole. We very often use okrást, which would be just the perfective version. Okrást to rob. You can say okradli mě, which means they stole from me, they robbed me. And I hope you won't need to say this. Okradli mě. Kvést is really nice for the spring, means to blossom. Kvést. Já kvetu, I blossom. Kvetl jsem, kvetla jsem, I blossomed. But you can imagine you probably would use it with a different person, like for trees or flowers. So you could say, všude kvetou stromy. Trees are blooming everywhere. Všude kvetou stromy. Mást means to confuse. Já matu means I confuse someone. Mátl jsem, I confused. Tohle mě mate. This confuses me. Tohle mě mate. And our last verb has two meanings. Plést means to knit, like a grandmother knits. Plést. Já pletu, I knit. Pletl jsem, pletla jsem. Pletu sweater, I'm knitting a sweater. Pletu sweater. It even is like a tongue twister. Pletu sweater. When you add si, when you say plést si, pletu si. Pletu si means I get mixed up, I get confused. This would be more like an idiomatic meaning. Also, you can think of it as like knitting things together and getting them mixed up. So when you say pletu si něco, you confuse two words, for example. I can say pletu si měsíc červen a červenec. I get the months červen and červenec mixed up. I confuse these two months, June and July. Pletu si měsíc červen a červenec. A to je ode mě všechno, dámy a pánové. This is all from me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, if you want to learn more about these verbs and see their conjugations, visit my website and you can write me a comment about more verbs that you find confusing or any other challenging verbs that you don't know how to use. Or you can answer this question for me. Co si pletete? Jaká slova si pletete? What words do you get confused? Do you get mixed up? Mějte se hezky a uvidíme se za týden. Ahoj!